if you were speaking to a group of young people, and the one question was, should I start a business? And that was general, everyone was feeling the same thing. What would you respond?
I feel like if you're asking if someone should start a business, I don't think you should. I think it's a natural thing that comes along, at least for me. Like, my kind of thing wasn't like, hey, I want to start a business, let me think about how to start a business type of thing. It was just like, hey, there's this issue here. Okay, tested a few people, they were able to pay, and then somehow the business kind of like came into it through there. I think someone, especially if you're a young person, I think it's something you should always try in life. Anyways, it gives you a lot of experiences that's really, really, really helpful, even going into 9 to 5 afterwards through there. What I've started to see, which I like about the community, is actually a lot of big companies or even more mature startups actually value ex-founders a lot, because I think like before there was this kind of shame thing, which is like, if I start a startup and it failed, like I'm just untouchable. But what I'm starting to see is that a lot of mature companies are like, yeah, these are actually the people that we want in that company, because they were brave enough to do it themselves, and they actually understand the inner workings of things, because they've also been on the front line before. But yeah, I'll definitely say, go for it. But my key thing is that MVP is so important, so that you just don't go out wasting a lot of money. That's the first thing. But then number 2 is to just understand the customer through there. And I guess what we're finding right now is that getting that distribution channel is so important, sometimes even more important than the product itself. Like if you're able to own the distribution channel, you won.
That's what we were saying earlier, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Best marketing, best personal branding, whatever it is, that's what wins. That's what brings all the customers.
For sure. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I would tell them. What about you? What would you say?
What would I say to a group of young people saying, should I start a business?
Yeah.
Don't fucking do it. No, I'm joking. Do it for sure. And I mean, my view is that if you can work for somebody for a little bit, particularly working for a founder in the early stages, you should do that, because you'll learn so much. And once you're out in the open, you know, faring for yourself as an entrepreneur, you no longer have a boss to learn from. And yes, you can surround yourself with mentors, but it's very different. And even having a shit boss is really, really valuable, because you learn how you don't want to be communicated to. You learn how you shouldn't speak to clients, because you see it, right? So my advice typically is that if there's an opportunity for you to work for somebody and get experience there, particularly at fast growing startup, do that. And then for sure, 100% start a business, try it. Why not? YOLO. Yeah. However, it will be a shit show, and just be open to the fact.
Sure,
don't let it stop you. Just be open to it, because it's always a shit show. Not always, but in every startup, there is a period when it's a shit show. That's my view.
100%.